So, it's been like 4 years since I started playing Identity 5, and I gotta admit, I'm starting to feel a bit bored. I mean, yeah, they keep updating the game and adding new stuff to check out, but it's like the same old thing at its core, you know? Thus, I started checking out other games kinda like Identity 5. Turns out, I stumbled upon some pretty similar ones that I thought I'd share with you all. Ready for it? Here we go, folks. I've rounded up 10 games similar to Identity 5 that you can dive into on PC or mobile. First, let's delve the one available on PC. Let's kick off our gaming adventure with Predator: Hunting Grounds, a game inspired by the 1987 movie Predator. In this immersive jungle setting, you have two thrilling options. Either take on the role of one of the 4 special soldiers assigned to gather intel or eliminate a drug lord, or step into the shoes of the alien being known as the Predator, whose mission is to eliminate the soldiers. It's a dynamic game with dual perspectives, giving players the choice of strategy and excitement. The gameplay bears a striking resemblance to Identity 5, albeit with a few nuanced differences. Instead of the goal being an escape, the 4 team soldiers must successfully eliminate the Predator to secure a win, rather than evading it. Meanwhile, for the Predator, the objective remains consistent: eliminate all the soldiers. What sets this game apart is the first-person style adopted by survivors, a departure from the third-person perspective in Identity 5. You can snag this game on Steam or head straight to its official website for more details. Imagine if Identity 5 took on Thai folklore and horror elements. That's pretty much what Home Sweet Home Online is all about. It's an online adaptation of the well-known horror game, Home Sweet Home. In this game, you have the option to play as the Warden, which is pretty much the hunter in Identity 5, or take on the role of the visitor, essentially acting as a survivor. The Warden secures a win by preventing all visitors from escaping. On the flip side, visitors must collect various items to perform a ritual that weakens the Warden. Once achieved, they can either escape through the portal or take a more direct approach by eliminating the Warden. Each visitor boasts a unique ability, like decoy, performing the ritual or engaging in battle. For those curious, you can explore it for free on Steam. Picture this: a game where you get to play as a shark in hunter mode. That's exactly what Depth is all about. Dive into the game and take on the role of an ocean diver searching for treasure, or switch it up and become one of 7 species of sharks whose main task is to hunt down and, well, devour the divers. It's a thrilling underwater adventure with a toothy twist. One standout feature of this game is its captivating environment. Undoubtedly, the underwater setting provides a refreshing and unique visual experience. It's worth noting that some players might perceive the visuals as a bit dated, given that the game was released back in 2014. Outlast, the game where your survival hinges on navigating with an infrared camera. I vividly recall experiencing heart-pounding moments, especially with that disheartening ending. Now, in the Outlast Trials, you step into the shoes of a prisoner at the Murkoff facility. Your goal? Navigate and complete various trials to earn your ticket out of the facility, all while dodging monsters along the way. Interestingly, there's a unique twist. No monster playing here. It's all about cooperative gameplay. This game unfolds within the confines of a school setting, where the survivors are a group of students teaming up against a relentless killer on the prowl. Unlike the typical 4 survivors setup, this game features a team of 5 students, each endowed with unique abilities, all striving to escape the clutches of the pursuing killer. Set in a school on Halloween night, you'll recognize some familiar spots like the library, cafeteria, science lab, and more. Each location provides tools for survivors to fend off the killer. On the flip side, the killer has a range of abilities, including stealth and setting traps, to strategically eliminate the students. Now that we've delved into PC games, let's shift our focus to Android ones. I might not need to elaborate much. Dead by Daylight is the inspiration behind Identity V, so there are numerous similarities such as vaulting windows, dropping and breaking pallets, and more. With its increasing popularity, Dead by Daylight is now available on Android too. Published by NetEase, the same folks behind Identity V, you can play as either a survivor or a killer. The unique twist here is that when you're the killer, the visuals switch to a first-person point of view instead of the usual third-person perspective. Like the popular 4 vs 1 asymmetrical games, Horrorfield gives players the option to be one of 7 survivors or to take on the role of the killer tasked with capturing them and preventing their escape. A notable feature of this game is its top-down point of view, which allows survivors to see their surroundings clearly. Beyond that, the gameplay follows the familiar pattern. Survivors aim to escape while the killer tries to catch them all. Despite its age, the game remains worth a try. In this game, the term hunter refers to what is typically a survivor in Identity V. In essence, horror hunt, until Daylight follows the same asymmetrical 4 vs 1 format. As the hunter, your mission is to track down a specific monster, played by another participant. Each hunter comes with unique abilities, and your task becomes more manageable after completing several objectives. The game unfolds in a Wild West setting. While it's no longer available on the Google Play Store, you can still search for the app online. Derived from the well-loved animated series of the 1950s, Tom and Jerry Chase is another asymmetrical chase and run game featuring characters from the series. Players can either take on the role of the cat, aiming to catch the mouse, or play as the mouse, collecting various items while evading the cat. What stands out in this game is the light-hearted comedic music instead of the typical horror theme, creating a more relaxing rather than scary atmosphere. Additionally, the game is presented in a 2D view, providing a feel similar to watching a cartoon movie. Published by Supercat, Granny's House Online might ring a bell for some Identity V gamers due to its strikingly similar gameplay. This asymmetrical multiplayer horror game pits 6 kids against 2 grannies. Players can take on the role of either the kids or the hunter, referred to as Granny. Interestingly, there's no voluntary choice between being a kid or Granny. The roles are assigned randomly. So, be ready to excel on both sides of the game. Although it may seem like a horror game, Granny's House Online has a reputation for its cuteness, showcased by the group of cute kids depicted as survivors. Therefore, I believe these are the top contenders for games that are similar to Identity V, whether it's the unsettling atmosphere or the game mechanics. Nonetheless, I could be missing out on other great games. If you have any recommendations for similar games to Identity V, please share them with me. Thanks for watching, as always.